Ladies and gentlemen, oh, what a night. Oh, yes, it's ladies' night. Oh, maybe it's, oh, yes, it's Trumpy's night. I got my coffee right here. What a long night indeed, ladies and gentlemen. And you see me dressed down. We'll come back to that in a bit. And we'll do some very, very professional, a rundown, we'll say. A rundown, a splicing, a complete teardown of the debate last night. I did a surprise podcast for those that were just that missed it. I did a surprise Thursday podcast last night. Thanks for those who joined. We had a spectacular crowd. And we did it all the way up until about 20 minutes before the debate, allowing everybody to get ready, to get their drinks ready, to get their pizza ready, and get comfy in their chair to watch a glorious performance. I also indicated for those that joined, yes, the Punisher was robbed again. They got away with the goods. I got some video, and the dude had a mask on. So now, the Punisher is doing something different. We'll move to phase 3, as I told the crew last night, and we'll see what happens next. But before we get too far, on this Friday, I do have some great news to talk about. Gold, of course. What better pill after last night? What better time to invest in gold if you can? And I'll be right back after these messages. Sell in May and go away says it all. David Brady warns the S&P could nosedive 1,000 points, erasing 14 years of gains. And CEOs like Jamie Dimon warned of 70s-era stagflation. Q1 GDP numbers 1.6% and persistent inflation both point to stagflation. The 70s were a lost decade for the stock market, but gold and silver exploded higher. From 1972 to 74, gold gained 240%, and silver gained 315%. So protect your retirement with gold or place a bullish bet on silver. Call America's own precious metals company, the National Gold Group. And if you mention the Punisher's channel, you will always get best-in-class service from America's conservative precious metals leader. The National Gold Group has a IRA fee waiver program on qualifying rollovers, so call 1-888-598-9909 for a free investor's guide today. National Gold Group is Consumer Affairs' top-rated gold IRA dealer. So call 1-888-598-9909. Again, that's 1-888-598-9909. Let's talk about the debate, baby. Let's talk about Trump and Biden. Last night, oh my God, everything from brain freezes to deadpan faces. I'll show you some of that. What a debate. Started at 9, went till whatever, 10:30, 10:45. I watched the entire thing. I saw a brain freeze on Biden almost immediately. He mumbled, and he had some voice problem. You know, they're going to blame, they said he had a cold, so they're naturally going to blame his entire performance on a cold. But the truth is, it might be too much. The Democrats are all almost unanimously saying that this was a disaster. So let's get to a couple of points. He said no terrorists had come across the border, a big fat lie. He said nobody died in Afghanistan, a big fat lie. He mumbled something about, and I did something to Medicare. And President Trump said, I don't even know what he said in the last part of that sentence. I couldn't even tell. But yeah, he sure beat the hell out of Medicare. Well, that was another sentence too, but he mumbled a few different times. One about the Smollenbergers or what, I don't know what the hell it was. You know, I think he said asylum officers, but it was like dwindling off into a mess. And then he had the blank stares, and he constantly looked to the left. In fact, Joy Reid said, why the hell did he use the coin toss to choose the left podium? Because he kept looking over at the moderators, who I guess were slightly left of him. Had he been in the left podium, he actually would have been appeared to have been looking at Trump. But every time he was off and Trump was speaking, he was looking off to the left side. It was really crazy. He'd look over occasionally. This one really kills me. He said the border security, border patrol, endorsed him. They had put out an tweet X and said, "We have, for the record, we have never," it's right behind me, "we have never endorsed Trump, nor will we ever." That is too funny. Big freaking lie. And then he constantly called Trump the biggest liar in American history. Everything's a big American history. This American history, that American history. Number one and number two. First off, number one and number two. Or I should say, first off, number one and second, number two. And he just kept going back and forth with the number ones and the number twos and the worst in American history baloney. Our border is an absolute mess. People have been getting killed. Plenty of criminals and thugs and terrorists and all that coming across this border. And it ticks the Punisher off when Biden, ran on a campaign that on day one, I'm going to open the border back up. He literally said he was going to reverse policies on the border. So it's the big fat lie. Okay, there are 3 times as many folks coming across that border as they were under President Trump, and it was the most secure ever. Hopefully we'll get back to that. Oh boy, DEFCON 1, one of the, I'm looking over some notes here now. DEFCON 1, one of the media, all these liberal media outlets are like, we're done. I mean, the DEFCON Wall Street Journal, the Atlanta Journal, Constitution, the Washington Post, the Boston Globe, and whatever the hell La Textra is, all are like, he's done. Let me read, even Van Jones, that was painful. Senator McCaskill, he had one job to do and he didn't do it. Holy cow. Dems are also saying that all of these folks that have come out and said, yeah, when President Biden's in a closed meeting, he's sharp, he can do jumping jacks, he can do handstands, and he's a very, very detail-oriented folks. Now they're saying that was all a lie. I got it. This Chuck Todd one is great because he was always calling for, saying that everything was a lie and AI. He said, let's see, he admitted that Biden looked like a caricature, okay? And there were no clips tonight, right? This was straight up, right before your very eyes. Trump's taken control of the momentum of this debate despite lying. He calls him a liar, but we don't believe that. New York Times columnist Thomas Friedman, who is a longtime Biden ally, said this: "I cannot remember a more heartbreaking moment in American presidential campaign politics in my lifetime, precisely because of what it revealed. Joe Biden, a good man and a good president, has no business running for re-election. I wish Biden would reflect on this debate performance and then announce his decision to withdraw from the race." So, there isn't going to be a second debate, if you ask me. Now, if they replace him, well, who do they replace him with? That will be interesting. Hopefully, it's somebody worse. So we'll see about that. Wow. Crazy night. Punisher was up late watching it, and then I had to go have some special meetings afterward, to discuss the way ahead. I need a drink of that coffee. Oh, yeah. Look, we will monitor the situation. The shirt I have on, Arnold Schwarzenegger, get to the chopper. And by that I mean, President Biden, get to the chopper, Marine One, and get the hell out of Dodge. So anyway, we'll monitor that, the ongoings with that, and soon enough, I'm sure that they will cancel the second debate, and they will be announcing very soon. This is going to be a big day. Watch all your sources of news and watch what happens. In light of all of this, we know Operation Black Widow has been at 11.0 for only a mere few days, but now, oh boy, things hitting the fan. I have no choice, but to elevate Operation Black Widow to 12.0, and even 12 Even Steven, 12. We will keep Operation Enterprise where it is at, and Aurora, of course, the foundation. But Operation Black Widow, things are picking up now. Everybody get ready? And remember what I said about November 5th, folks. I'm hearing a lot of positive comments. I'm not worried about the outliers. We need people to do their jobs to make sure that we have a very successful November 5th. And so we can correct all this nonsense. We can secure that border. We can fix the economy. We can fix crime. We can make ourselves energy independent again and make ourselves respected around the world. In short, we will make America great again. And with that, screw James Whitey Bulger. We'll talk to you later. Bye.